Hello, everyone. My name is Marshall3498, and welcome to today's motovlog. And that topic is going to be motorcycle related as usual. And this is officially, about as I hate to say it, my first motovlog, at least as the time of filming this, that I've ridden at all this year. Here in East Tennessee, I live fairly close to Bristol, Tennessee area. Everybody has a good idea where that is. Because of the racetrack. Sorry, thought I caught my mic camera for a second. But like I said, we've had a really bad winter, and today is really the first decent riding weather day we've had. It's in the low 60s right now, even though it's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But sorry, there's mud on the road. So, looked like horse manure or cow manure one. Really didn't want to ride on it, sling it everywhere. Anyways, that's why I crossed the double yellow line. But, we've had a really harsh January for this area. We've had temperatures for a couple weeks that didn't even get above freezing. A little bit of snow, not very much for people who get snow, like 2 inches, but it stayed around like a week on all the back roads and stuff. And although it had been fun to get out and play in the snow on this little 300 LS, what I'm riding, I didn't really want to chance that and never have done it. And the bike only having a little over 200 miles on it. But, now riding season is closer upon us. The weather is breaking a little bit warmer. Another month, it'll be daylight savings time, the beginning of March. Days will be a little bit longer, a little bit warmer, hopefully, unless we get another cold snap. But this is my first motovlog of 2024. I have so I can't use that, 25. Anyways, I have big plans kind of for the channel if everything works out well this year. I'm actually going to take this bike on a little off-road riding route that's only about 45 minutes away. I'm going to film that even though it might not be the best footage, but I'll have to kind of chop it up, and that way y'all don't hear a bunch of, 4-letter words, we'll call it, for lack of a better term. That and a bunch of me not knowing what I'm doing and getting criticized for being an off-road noob, which I still am. But I think this little 300 LS will be a good compliment. I'm getting my off-road riding, kind of techniques and career started. Bike's so cheap, it's so lightweight. This is what a lot of people start riding off-road riding on. I've ridden a street motorcycle for right at a decade now, and I'm just now really starting to get the whole off-road riding thing. The Mid-Atlantic BDR actually is only about an hour and a half from the start of me. I could literally ride to it on this bike and, at least do day one. Maybe not the whole thing because of work schedule and all that crap. But I could at least do a day or so of it and kind of dip my toes a little bit into that, even though a lot of that is not really hardcore off-riding. It's the beginning of that, and I'm a beginner at it, so it kind of fits for me. I would love to do the Chattanooga BDRX, but that's 3 days of stuff that like I said, work schedule. I have a decent amount of vacation, but I can't take a week off from work all at one chunk at the moment. Unfortunately, it's my fault, not the people watching this. But I just can't do it at the moment. Chattanooga, Tennessee is at least, in a car anyway, 3.5 hour drive if you drove it nonstop. So to ride this to there, probably not going to happen. I do have a riding friend who is a little bit older gentleman, you know who you are, that is kind of willing to both of us go up there and do some of that. But we could literally, ride to Damascus, Virginia, the start of the Mid-Atlantic BDR, and at least do 1 day of it, possibly 2, and be okay. We would take the luxury route because neither one of us had really moto camping gear or setup yet. But we could do that and stay one night in a hotel, ride day 2, stay another night, ride back. That's not that hard to do. And you know, it would be a pretty long day getting there, a pretty long day getting back, but I feel like day 1 and day 2 would be pretty doable, work schedule wise anyway. But I like to do that. I like to start riding more off-road riding on this, on that little local riding part that I've got fairly close to me. Good thing that's an older dog, and well, I don't know. He's he looks like he might try to run me down, but looks like a golden retriever or a blonde lab. Neither one of those are usually very aggressive, so hopefully when I come back, he doesn't chase me. Been there, done that on a motorcycle. Not too much fun, but like I said, I've got plans for that. I've also got plans to do quite a bit more mods on this bike. You know, some of the bigger stuff, the stuff that costs more, unfortunately. But I want to do, you know, the 550 performance like everybody does. I want to at least do a decent, not like rally raid money, but a decent suspension upgrade on this. It does fine on the street. It does fine for stuff like this. But, you know, this bike is so undersprung for my weight. And I feel like a lot of people say you really get a lot more out of the bike if you just do like a YSS rear shock. Or you could do it on the cheap and just do, you know, the one front fork, the one with a spring in it, and just put a stiffer spring on it. I'm probably going to do the YSS or something like that. Race Tech rear shock and spring together as a combo, and pull the fork leg off and just take it to my local Honda dealer. It's only about 20 minutes from me. Have been built it the right way. Hopefully it doesn't leak. That's why I'm not even going to attempt it to do it myself, even though I'm a fairly do-it-yourself kind of mechanic. I wouldn't say I'm, you know, can do internal motor work, but I can do basic stuff, oil change, bolt-ons, adjust the chain, stuff like that. Hey, I think that's a KLR over there. Probably is. But I don't, you know, I don't want to do all that. Like I said, the fork leg, I'm sure it can be done with some patience and maybe take it to someone who's done it and save a little bit of money. But I mean, you know, this is a bike that I'm going to depend on way back in the backcountry to depend on to get me there and get me back in one piece without having a breakdown or a failure mid-trail. You can't ever carry enough tools for something like that, in my opinion, to fix that trail side. If you did, it would be like 4 or 5 riders together putting all their tools together and maybe make it work. But are you going to carry like spare fork oil on you? No. Most people are not going to do that. I'm not going to even attempt it. But I'm just saying, like, I'm willing to spend a little bit extra money to know that job's done right. You know, taking a fork leg off and on, taking the front wheels off and on, that's not too terribly hard. That can be done with a little bit of patience and, you know, some basic hand tools. Not that big of a deal. But I want to do that. Like I said, I'll bolt on stuff for the 550 Performance, radiator guard, Outback MotorTech crash bars on the lower on this, just to protect everything a little bit better, so I don't beat the bike up too bad. I am going to do, if you're interested, I am going to do a quick little walk around kind of mods video. Maybe not today, but I am going to do one pretty soon. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel, and I'll do a quick walk around at a little local like car wash or something, just to give you a general idea. The Sargent seat on here, I will say, has been way better than the stock seat. A stock seat, where this is an LS, it's a thinner padding, so it's not only Honda stock seat or dual sport seat bad, it's worse than any of the rest of them because there's less padding, or it dishes out more, I don't know. But even though it was expensive for just an upgraded seat, you know, the Seat Concept seat. Sargent seat is what I have on my FJR at home. This is still like $350 though. It was not cheap. I got the standard length, the XL, the wider part, just because I figured it'd make it more comfortable. And it probably does. I'm not a big guy. I'm average 5'10", 185 pounds. But I feel like it does add to the comfort. And I have other little bolt-on stuff like, you know, the double take 2.0 mirrors on here, the newer ones, and stuff like that. Not anything extravagant, skid plate, but I'll do kind of walk around on that. I know a lot of people kind of want to maybe see that, but this is just kind of know what I'm going to start this year, what my plans are. I feel like the off-road riding content will probably get a decent amount of views and comments and stuff like that. At least I hope it will. We'll see. That's kind of yet to be determined. But I think that'll be fun to do that and just enjoy the bike, what it's really made for. But of course now the sun is blinding not only me but you guys. Do apologize for that. But that's about all I got on today's motovlog. If you're not already done so, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see on the channel, and I'll do my best on level 300 here to let you know what my plans are. Maybe I could do a specific type of video that some people are missing or wanting to see out of the little Honda. But on that, guys, ride safe and have fun. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.